In the quiet corners of the mind, a powerful phenomenon unfolds: compulsive fantasizing or maladaptive daydreaming. This isn't just idle mind-wandering, it's a migration into a world of one's own making. The dreamer constructs vivid stories, living out emotions that feel real. Immersion is so deep it spills into the physical world. Pacing, rocking, or subtle gestures become part of the ritual. Music often acts as a trigger, headphones a gateway to this secret universe. This isn't a distraction, it's a second existence, a private refuge. For a time, it feels like home. The internal world holds a magnetic pull, a place of vibrant color and meaning. Here, the dreamer is the architect of destiny, surrounded by characters who offer love and understanding. The vividness of this world is compelling. Emotions and sensations are experienced as intensely as in real life. The brain often can't distinguish between reality and these immersive fantasies. When deep in the story, the outside world fades to a distant hum. This surrogate reality becomes more real than the physical surroundings. It's a powerful coping mechanism, but it creates a barrier to real life. The allure is understandable. In a harsh world, retreating into a perfect universe is tempting. It's a sanctuary, a place of safety and belonging. The dreamer is never powerless or alone here. The challenges are epic, the victories certain. The pull of such a place is nearly impossible to resist. But the cost is a growing distance from the life waiting outside. The dreamer risks losing touch with the world they truly inhabit. The urge to create inner worlds often springs from unmet needs, loneliness, trauma, or a hunger for emotional fulfillment. For some, imaginary companions fill the void of real relationships, offering safety and understanding. Trauma can drive the mind to build a fortress, a place to rewrite painful histories and reclaim power. These fantasies aren't just escapes, they're acts of self-preservation. When love, validation, or excitement are missing, the mind creates them. The dreamer becomes a hero, an artist, or a beloved partner in their own narrative. This is not weakness, but resilience, a creative solution to pain. Yet the world built for comfort can deepen isolation. The illusion of connection replaces real relationships. The mind builds a better world, but at the cost of true healing. The tragedy is that this beautiful world is ultimately a solitary one. The brain's reward system is at the heart of compulsive fantasizing. Each vivid story triggers dopamine, creating a cycle of pleasure and craving. The fantasy becomes a self-produced drug, reinforcing the urge to return. Over time, the brain craves the fantasy more than real life. The cycle is powerful and hard to break. There's no external substance, just the mind's own creations. The real world pales in comparison to the instant rewards of the internal world. The dreamer becomes both dealer and user, trapped in a closed loop. Breaking free means rewiring the brain's reward system, a daunting task. But understanding the science is the first step toward change. Chronophagia, the devouring of time, is the hidden cost of compulsive fantasizing. Hours, days, even years can vanish in the internal world. Time flows differently inside the fantasy. Reality is suspended. Essential tasks and relationships are neglected as life outside grinds to a halt. Missed deadlines, forgotten appointments, and lost opportunities pile up. The world moves on, but the dreamer remains stuck. The cumulative effect is profound. Academic failure, job loss, and isolation. The dreamer looks up to find peers have moved on, milestones missed. The time lost can never be reclaimed. It leaves a void, a hole in the fabric of life. The fantasy devours not just time, but the chance to truly live. And the cost is measured in what might have been. The gap between the idealized self in fantasy and the struggling real self grows wider with each retreat. In the stories, the dreamer is confident and loved. In reality, they feel isolated and behind. This contrast breeds deep shame, a sense of failing to live up to one's potential. The shame is corrosive, making it harder to engage with real life. The more shame, the more the urge to escape, creating a vicious cycle. The dreamer feels trapped between two worlds, belonging to neither. The imaginary self becomes a silent rebuke to the real one. Every moment in fantasy widens the chasm, making return seem impossible. The weight of this conflict is immense. It's a secret sorrow known only to the dreamer, and it keeps them locked away from the life they long for. Bridging the chasm begins with a single step. Returning to the body. Mindfulness becomes a vital tool. Paying attention to the present moment, on purpose. Focusing on the breath, the rise and fall of the chest, grounds awareness in reality. It's not about stopping thoughts, but shifting attention to the here and now. Sensory grounding, seeing, hearing, feeling, anchors the mind in the physical world. This practice yanks the mind from abstraction to presence. It's not a quick fix, but a skill built through consistent practice. The pull of fantasy will be strong, but each mindful moment forges a new path. Mindfulness teaches the brain to find peace in reality. It's a slow, patient process of re-inhabiting life, one breath at a time. With practice, presence becomes possible again, and the journey back to the world begins. The goal isn't to erase imagination, but to integrate it. The ability to create rich inner worlds is a gift, one that can be harnessed. Healing comes from channeling this creativity into real-world projects. Writing, art, or music can transform private fantasies into tangible creations. Externalizing the stories shifts the dreamer from passive consumer to active creator. This process grounds the imagination in reality, providing a healthy outlet. Examining the themes of daydreams reveals real-life needs. Love, achievement, connection. The fantasies become a roadmap for growth. Integration allows the dreamer to use their gift without being consumed by it. The worlds can coexist, each enriching the other. The journey out of the prison of imagination is long, but filled with hope. The goal is to reclaim presence, to engage fully with the real world. True connection and achievement happen here, not in fantasy. Real relationships and real accomplishments build genuine self-esteem. The world outside is messy, unpredictable, and sometimes painful, but it's real. Presence offers the taste of life itself, beauty, challenge, and joy. The most extraordinary world is not the one we escape to, but the one waiting for us when we show up. With courage and patience, the dreamer can return. And in reality, they may find a life richer than any fantasy.